Hey everyone, it's Mark Ling here, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about my three doors theory of success. It's really important to keep this in mind because sometimes the path that you follow to success ends up being a little bit further than you first thought, but the money is still there. This is really important because a lot of people, success is here, they get to here, they didn't realize they were this close, and they give up and they're on to the next thing that they try, and they get to here again, and they give up and not realizing how close they are. Or some people get to here and they just stay here. They think that they're putting more time in, but they're not making the little adjustment that they need to make in order to get to there. So my three doors theory of success. Many times in business, I have found that the approach that I want to take in order to make money from something, my method is sound, but something happens, like a spanner comes into the works because things change in the world of online marketing. So you think that this is a method that works exactly like this, A, B, C, and then you get to D. Sometimes a spanner comes into the works because C is no longer a thing anymore because something happens, and now you've got A, B, and the real answer now is G, F, and then you get to D. You just got to pivot. You've got to pivot based on what has just happened, and in order to pivot, what you want to do is be part of a great system. So if you've got a system and a program that you're a part of, that's awesome, because usually if a pivot is needed, then the course or system that you are with, sooner or later they'll figure it out. It could take 1 week, it could take 6 weeks, but sooner or later if something changes, they've got it figured out, and then you're away again. If you're by yourself, that can be more difficult. You have to run a lot of tests and so forth. So this three doors theory of success is, imagine if you were put in a room, all right? Imagine it's sort of like you're put in a room where there's one door. Now somebody... Actually, imagine there's two doors. One door to get into the room, but there's one door where you know there's $1 million on the other side. So somebody walks you out through the door that doesn't have the $1 million, walks you through, shows you through a glass window. Oh, yep, there's definitely $1 million in there, and then walks you back into the room. Now, imagine if you were told you have 24 hours to find a way through that door. You can do anything you want, but you got to get through that door. 24 hours. And if you manage to get through that door, then you've got the $1 million. So most people would do anything. They would try and bash the door, try and kick it down. They'll do everything they can. They may even go off to a hardware shop and get a drill or something, or a saw or hammers, maybe a sledgehammer, and try and just bash that door down. Bang, 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 bang. Eventually, imagine this. Imagine 8 hours later, that door is down. And then you walk through and find, oh, there's another door there. What's that doing there? I thought I'd done it all. And that happens a lot in marketing. Quite often things are like, I thought I'd done most of the work. I thought I was 100% of the way there. Then you go, maybe I'm 80% of the way there, not quite 100. I'm almost there though, okay? In reality, we know that you're actually only a third of the way there. But you don't know that. You think you're 80%. So again, you do everything you can to knock that other door down. You're getting quite tired. You've already spent a lot of time at this. 8 hours is a long time. This door is a little bit stronger than the other one. The sledgehammer is only making a few dents in the door. It's not really doing enough. But you're hammering away for about an hour with the sledgehammer. You try using a drill to carve a few holes in it and stuff. You're wedging using a crowbar. You're doing everything you can. Finally, 8 hours later, you have knocked your way through that door. And what do you find? There's another door. You've spent all this time and there's another door. And most people think, there must be 10 more doors. This is impossible. This is one of those circus games where it's just not really possible. Or maybe only 1 in 1,000 people do well with this, but most people don't. And they end up seeing something else. Like they see that there's this other room over there that's only got one door in it, and they're allowed to try that one. That door looks thinner. I might have a go at that one instead. Next thing you know, they're off there and they're off on another set of 3 doors, right? That's looking at another opportunity. The people that succeed the most, they don't stop. They keep bashing at that next door. They do everything they can, right? They get that sledgehammer back out again, and they're going and they're going, and they find a way. They get the crowbar. They look and go, oh, there's a combination lock on there. I'll try a bunch of different combos. I'll do everything it takes to succeed. Eventually, they realize that this particular door does have a way of opening it. It's simply that the combination happened to be over on the picture frame behind, and you reverse it, and oh, there's the combination for the door. Great. Didn't realize it was actually a bit more straightforward than I thought. And they go through, type it in, and bam, they've got the $1 million. They've won. But a small percentage of people bother to push through, bother to pivot, try something different. That's the something different that you had to do. Go look behind the picture or something, and when they thought they had to bash the thing down. Okay, so in the form of online marketing, I'll give you an example of this. There was a time a few years ago when I was running Facebook ads, and some people were losing their ad accounts. So what I did was I hadn't lost my ad account. I was doing all right, and I went ahead and I just went on and did Google's course in Facebook ads, make sure that I knew all the rules, all the new rules and everything like that. I updated my pages. I made the average time on site for the users stay a bit higher so it wasn't perceived as a bridge page. Added some other things, articles. I even added a shipping policy, even though we were selling digital products, because I knew that having a shipping policy made them trust me more. I did a few things. I did a pivot, and I didn't lose my ad account. I was fine while other people were losing theirs. That's Facebook ads. That's different perhaps to what you're doing. I'm just giving an example of pivoting. Sometimes it's not even a pivot in that method. Sometimes it's literally I'm running ads to a page and I've needed to test 3 or 4 different headlines before I found a headline that's producing results. And then I had to change the video that I've put on that page or something so that it matches the headline, and then all of a sudden the sales are coming through. So I was almost there, but not quite. I might have been breaking even on my ad spend, but it may have still taken me another month before I was doubling my ad spend. Again, pivoting. That's like having a door being put in front of you that you weren't expecting, but now it's there. And quite often, most people, on average, I think, have 3 doors. They end up finding that they have 3 big stumbling blocks that they work through. I wouldn't say everyone does. Some people they walk straight through and there's no door at all. But think of that as the exception and not the rule. And those 3 doors are the price of your education. You are learning how to do well at this stuff, and it is what keeps a lot of people out, potential competitors. And that's why enough people can succeed making $1 million and that sort of thing, because a lot of people won't bother. They will stop at 1 door, 2 doors, and they'll try look for another set of doors, or they'll give up completely. So anyway, I want you to push through. If you ever face any stubborn obstacles, be the kind of person that is willing to learn from mistakes and anticipate that things may change in the future. Don't expect everything to always stay the same. What business model in this world stays the same year in, year out forever? Not many. So if you've got that willingness to be adaptable, say I'm the kind of person that always takes action and gets things done. I'm the kind of person that can roll with the punches. I'm the kind of person that's very adaptable. Say those sort of things to yourself and you will do very, very well. And also just love learning. If you're always learning and loving the process of learning, then those sort of things, you'll see them as exciting if a pivot is ever needed. So anyway, I'm just saying that because I know that sort of thing does happen a bit in marketing, but it doesn't always happen. I don't want you to think, well, what's about to happen? It may be nothing, but I just share this with you so that you've got that right mindset, because a success mindset involves being willing to adapt, being willing to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and just having that pig-headed determination to push through and be one of those successes no matter what. Okay, so that's it from me in this particular video. I'll see you next time. Bye for now, everyone.